So welcome again, my friends. Now it is time to work on the login form. So we already created the login page. Now we have to create everything for the login form. So I may actually just go to my register form right here and maybe take everything. And of course, this is, gonna be filtered to remove most things. But I'm just gonna take it and paste it right here. And let's start from the top and let's actually remove the things that we're not gonna need. So for the sign up schema, we're not gonna have that. So we're gonna have like a sign in schema. So we're gonna create that later. I wanna actually remove this, the picture from here. I wanted this class names, this variables for the cloud. And also I wanna remove this picture, set readable picture. And then also I'm gonna remove everything right here for the on submit. And then for the upload image, I'm gonna remove all of it. And then simply right here, this is gonna be sign in, and this is gonna be welcome back. And then simply we will continue. So we're only gonna have two inputs. That's it. So I have to remove two of them. So let me remove the password that is still there, and then the email, leave them. So the email and the password, and the rest of these things is gonna be removed. So for the picture right here, it's gonna be removed. If you have an error, we're gonna leave that. And this is text is gonna be sign in, and we have to go. So let's say you do not have an account, and then we will simply go to register. Okay, and this is gonna be sign up, and we will save right here. So this is the start. So let me just go back right here to my page and see what we have. Okay, so we have the on submit is not defined. Did we remove that? I feel like I removed it. Yeah, that's my bad. I can actually recreate that. So I can go const and then on submit. Let me get the name right here. And this simply, I'm gonna get some values here, and this is what we can do whatever we want. Okay, so this is gonna be an asynchronous function from now, we could say. And what we have to do now, let me go back. Okay, so I have the welcome back right here. If I try to sign in right here, it's gonna say the same test, but I prefer to have it like when I do some verification, I rather have them separated. So there is a sign up schema. I want to create like a sign in schema, so it doesn't like think that because it's gonna send some values that we don't need, because we get the variables that we have right here in this form are all related to the sign up schema. Okay, so in the sign up schema, if I want to back add it, so the form gets our variables from this sign up schema. So that's what we have to do. Is I'm gonna take this one right here, and I'm gonna paste this right here, and I'm gonna call this sign in schema. So sign in schema, something like that. And simply it doesn't have any verification for the name, and also no set, just password. And for the password, we're not gonna have this matching. Okay, just when you like logged in, it's a different thing. You don't want to verify for the login, I believe. And if you want to do it differently, that's totally fine. It's totally up to you. So I don't make like the rules for what is right and wrong for this kind of scenarios. It just comes to your preference. That's what I could say to you. So now that we are right here, it's gonna be the same. So let me refresh. So if I try it, okay, so it is required. I put like some valid email right here, for example, and then some random password, and it's accepted. I just sign in, nothing's gonna happen because on the on submit we have nothing. So as you see, if you go back to register form, this is what we do. We just dispatch an action to login. So what we have to do right now is to actually go back to our user slice right here, and we create a function for login. So this was for register. So I have to go now and paste this. Let me zoom in a bit, even though it's so much for me, just to show you. And let's call this login user. And then let's call this auth/user or login, sorry. And then it is the same. It's just gonna go this time to login. And the same, messages and everything. And I will just go down. I will take this three cases right here, and I will remove this from here, and I will do the same. This one is gonna be for the login user. And you see when it's pending, also we just go to the status and change it to loading. If everything is all right, just simply it's gonna be succeeded. And then if we remove the error, and then we pass the user payload to the user state. So it's like the same thing. So that makes it like easier for us to work with. So what I can do now is I just simply can go and do the same. So I just can go dispatch, and then simply what I have to dispatch is the action of login user, and then simply we need to pass the value. So I'm just gonna split the values as we done right here. Let me just remind myself, we actually done it. Yeah, this is what we do, and we'll do the same test right here. So I just gotta go back to my login, and I have to make this is waiting, so await right here, and let me put it in a variable that is called the response. And then we'll look if we have a user, we will redirect. And I gotta go back now. Let me remove the things that I don't need. So I don't need access right here, and we didn't use the useState. That's remarkable. So yeah, even for watch that we didn't use it, we can remove it. It's fine. So now that we have this, we now can actually test this. So I'm gonna test this. Let me try with an email, for example, and some random password that is not right, and then sign in. And when I do that, like it seems something wrong, because I didn't even see the loading status. So let me go back to my console, and let me try to sign in. So did we have a problem? Let me just compare the function. So what we do, console submit is an asynchronous function that get the dots. Okay, so it is the same. Let me go back to login form. This is what we did. Console submit async, it has a values. Okay, and this is what we've done. So what is the problem right here? Well, it says the problem. Let me just read again. So on submit login in 21, login form 21. So that means it's like the response that it comes, so it's from here. So it's after the dispatching of the login user action. So it is simply what it does. It takes some values. Okay, it's a post request to login. So it is the same. So I don't understand what's the problem here. Let me go here down. So login user, and it must be something that I missed right here. Let me refresh, and I'm gonna actually just console log the response so we can see. So let me go back to login form, and let me console log the response to understand clearly what's going on. So let me try with something just random, because we know the password is wrong. Let me sign in, and this is what I get. So it's a repo to be a function. So it says a type error. Actually don't actually understand the problem here. So we're using await, and then we dispatch an action. We spread in the value. Sorry, I know what the problem is. We don't spread the values like this. We spread them like this. All right, so this was my bad. Now let me try again and see if I am smart enough to fix it this fast. So let me see. Yeah, I can click sign in, and it's loading right now, and you see invalid credentials. So that means something is wrong. We don't say exactly what is wrong, but this is wrong. So sign in again is going to be the same. Now let me try with an account that I actually know the password of, or I hope I do. Let me try to sign in, and okay, I don't have, so I'm not sure. So let me try again. Okay, I remember if we're using the test, we were having like from 1 to 6, we were just on it, I believe. So let me sign in right now, and yeah, it does work. So that was my bad, and now it is actually working. And if I want to inspect now, and I went to my console, I can go, and as we console log in this one, you can see that the payload has the message, which is a message. And in the user here, you can see this is the user with the email test at Gmail, and the name, and then the picture, the status, and then the ID and everything. So it does work, and also the access token, which is very important. So the login process is actually very simple to do, and we've done it. So now we have to go and see what we have next.